These 8 mods turn Minecraft into something you've never seen before. We're talking massive new landscapes to explore, enemies that feel impossible to defeat, and fire that transforms the world into chaos. We start with Regions Unexplored, a huge biome expansion mod that adds over 70 unique biomes to both the overworld and the nether. Every region feels carefully designed with new vegetation, unique trees, and distinct atmospheres. You will come across lush forests, dry wastelands, glowing canyons, mystical groves, and barren cliffs that completely change how the world looks and feels. It's not just surface biomes either. Underground areas are affected too. The caves and cliffs feel more immersive when paired with these new environments, making mining expeditions more varied and unpredictable. The nether also benefits from dramatic new regions, adding diversity to this dimension. The mod is available on Fabric, Forge and Neoforge, and it runs smoothly in both single and multiplayer. The biggest strength of Regions Unexplored is that it integrates naturally into the game. Nothing feels out of place, and every biome looks like something Mojang could have created themselves, only much more diverse and creative. If you want to bring back that feeling of true discovery every time you set foot outside your base, this mod achieves it perfectly. Next is Burned, a mod that turns fire into something far more dangerous, immersive and unpredictable. In vanilla Minecraft, fire is mostly a temporary thing, but with Burned, it becomes a force of nature. When blocks catch fire, they don't just disappear. They actually leave behind charred, burned variants. Wooden planks, logs and leaves transform into scorched versions that give the impression of a world scarred by flames. Burned grass blocks even recover over time, slowly healing back into their normal state after being damaged. The destruction has consequences. Burned blocks might drop charcoal, and if you're using the supplementaries mod, you'll also see ash. The mod also works with soul fire, so structures can burn in beautiful blue flames. You will encounter new structures that generate already destroyed by fire, appearing as blackened ruins across the world. They also contain loot chests. On top of that, Burned adds creative ways to start and spread destruction. You can use sulfur to create trails across the ground that act like a fuse, lighting them with a flint and steel to carry fire along the path. There are also Molotovs, throwable firebombs which require you to carry a flint and steel in your offhand to ignite them. 2 new fluids appear in the world as well. Magma liquid, which instantly burns anything it touches, and tar, which multiplies fire damage when ignited. And it's not only the environment that changes. Burned introduces 2 new mobs. The Fire Devils, rare demonic enemies that appear in savannas and deserts. And Wisps, ghostly creatures that spawn only at night on burnt grass. Both make these scorched landscapes even more dangerous and mysterious. With all these features combined, fire becomes something truly incredible. And just look at that burning mansion that after a short while will become one charred structure. And as you can see, much better than in vanilla Minecraft. Vanilla minecarts are functional but stiff, moving in rigid blocky paths. Splinecart completely reimagines the minecart system by introducing smooth, curved tracks that feel more like a real railway or roller coaster. Instead of harsh corners, your rails can now bend and twist naturally, making transportation and creative builds much more immersive. The system is built on track ties, rotatable blocks that you place to control the path of the rails. By right-clicking 2 ties with a track item, you connect them and create a curve between them. The result is smooth track layouts that look and feel dramatically better than vanilla. There are multiple types of tracks to choose from. Regular ones for normal travel, chain drive tracks that can push minecarts uphill automatically, and magnetic tracks where speed is controlled by redstone signals, letting you build controlled braking zones or powerful launches. For players sensitive to motion, camera rotation can be disabled with a simple command, but leaving it on gives the experience of a fully animated ride. And it's not just a small quality of life tweak. This mod makes minecart transport genuinely enjoyable and turns rail systems into a core feature worth building again. Maybe it's not the most vanilla friendly mod out there, but trust me, there's so much fun to be had with it. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps me bringing you awesome mod showcases. Ribbits adds something completely different. Frog villagers. Instead of the same old human... Are these even humans? Instead of the same old human villagers, swamp regions can now be home to adorable frog-like NPCs that build their own villages and bring a new sense of personality to the game. These Ribbits come with several different professions. Merchant Ribbits offer unique traits. Fisherman Ribbits provide items from rivers and swamps. Gardener Ribbits water crops, and Sorcerer Ribbits provide magical effects like buffs to players. Each Ribbit has its own style, giving their communities a rich and magical feel. At night, they return to their homes, and players can even reset their home points using an amethyst, allowing relocation if needed. Beyond being useful for trading and atmosphere, Ribbits also love music. They can gather and play instruments, sometimes jamming together in groups. It creates a lively energy in their villages that makes them feel more alive than traditional villagers. Ribbits don't just add new villagers, they add culture. Their presence changed the way Swamp feels, making them a super unique destination. Minecraft's explosions are iconic, but they've never really been impressive. Explosion Overhaul completely reworks how they look, sound and feel. First, the audio is redefined. Explosions have layered sound effects that change depending on your distance and the environment around you. A blast deep in a cave echoes through the stone corridors, while an open-air detonation feels more muffled. Sound now travels realistically, with flash of light often visible before the actual boom reaches you. Visually, explosions are filled with fireballs, sparks, smoke trails, shockwave and other stuff. Large detonations cause noticeable screen shake and can even trigger structural collapses. Redstone is affected as well, flickering in response to the force of the blast. Just look at how cool it looks. The result is chaos that feels alive rather than the uniform look of vanilla. The mod is also designed to work seamlessly with other mods, especially those that introduce modern or military content, making it possible to stage large-scale battles or control demolitions that look and sound cinematic. Explosion Overhaul turns TNT from a toy into a serious, destructive tool. One of the most popular and expansive mods on this list is Alex's Mobs, which introduces 89 new mobs into the game. These range from realistic animals like bears, hummingbirds and crocodiles to fantastical beings like the Bone Serpent, Mimikyu and Voidworm. Every mob is designed with a clear purpose. There are no filler creatures. Many drop unique items, some can be tamed, and others are deadly threats that make exploration more dangerous and rewarding. The mod comes with an animal dictionary, a book given to players when they first join that records information about every creature, including drops, craftings and behavior. The sheer variety of mobs transforms the world. Rivers feel alive with alligators and fish, skies fill with birds, and deep caves hide creatures that feel like bosses in their own right. For players who want something far more strategic, 100 Years Warfare turns Minecraft into a medieval battlefield. It introduces a massive system of units, weapons and formations that feel like real-time strategy game inside Minecraft. You can recruit soldiers, archers, cavalry and siege units and then control them with various command systems. These include an RTS-style mode, a command wheel or a command staff. Units can be placed into formation, given orders and coordinated with precision, allowing for tactics in large-scale battles. Faction skirmishes, castle sieges and large army clashes become possible. On top of this, siege units like cannons make attacking fortresses more engaging than ever. The scale of this mod is massive, essentially layering another game inside Minecraft. Finally, we come to Bosses Rise, a mod focused entirely on delivering cinematic boss fights. Vanilla Minecraft has only a handful of bosses, but Bosses Rise expands that list with unique encounters that feel like true endgame challenges. The Infernal Dragon is one example, a powerful beast that can unleash firestorms and aerial attacks. In icy regions, Yeti dominates with devastating ground slams and freezing punches. Deserts hide the Sandworm, a creature that bursts from the ground unpredictably, swallowing blocks and mobs in its path. Deep in the Nether, the Underworld Knight waits with a sword and dagger combo, relentless in combat and armed with some of the strongest gear available. Each boss has unique cutscenes, phases, mechanics and rewards. Combat is enhanced with a roll mechanics, letting players evade attacks and dash around the battlefield. Equipping Knight Armor reduces the cooldown on rolls, giving players a faster and more responsive way to handle the intensity of these encounters. Boss's Rise transforms combat so every battle feels like a cinematic duel with real stakes and unforgettable rewards. Just make sure to prepare fully enchanted armor because these bosses are not easy. These 8 mods together completely redefine Minecraft. Regions Unexplored fills the world with new biomes. Burnt and Explosion Overhaul makes destruction feel alive. Splinecart, on the other hand, reimagines transport. Ribbits bring whimsical charm. Alexis Mobs floods the game with the wildlife. 100 Years Warfare turns it into a medieval RTS. And Boss's Rise provides cinematic boss encounters. I know you probably can't use all of these mods together since they are made for different launchers and versions, but even on their own, each one is absolutely worth checking out.